In 4E on this worksheet, I would definitely use the method where you just undo the equation. And the reason you want to do that in 4E and B is because there's no plain old x term. Do you see how these two equations are different from these two? In the world of A, B, and C, in this problem, A, B, C, what's B? The number in front of x? 1. What's B? -2. What's B when it's not there? 0. And when B is 0, all you do is solve it. You take away the constant, and then you square root both sides. And if that number under there, that radicand, that's a word, it's the number under the radical, if that is negative, you're going to end up with an I. So to properly write this out, you would bring out the I and leave the root 7 inside. So that is 4B. For C, same thing. B is 0. Don't try to do any fancy quadratic formulas or graphing or factoring. All you have to do is subtract the constant. If there's an A other than 1, like 4, see how A is 4? The number in front of x squared is 4. Say yes. Okay. If A is a number other than 1, you'd better divide that out prior to doing the last step, which is what? Square root both sides. When you square root to solve an x squared equation, you always get plus or minus the square root of -9/4. Can you square root a negative now that you know about I? Yes, you can have a solution. It's just going to have an I in it. All right? Can you square root 9? Can you square root 4? So can you square root 9/4? Without using a calculator? You should, because all you do is put plus or minus the square root of 9, 3, over the square root of 4, 2, and since it was negative, I. The I should go last. Okay? The real part goes in front of the imaginary part. So let's see. Let's check this out. So we're saying that positive 3/2 I and negative 3/2 I are the answers to this problem, are the solutions. Here's what it means to be a solution. Here's a little side note, okay? This is just what it means to be a solution. What plus 9 makes 10? Yes, you take away 9 from both sides and you get 1. To check a solution, what do you do with it? You plug it back in and see if it works. Is 1 plus 9 10? Okay, so there's your recap of 5th grade math. All right? Now, let's do that with these two solutions. What do I mean, two solutions? Why are there two positive and negative? 3/2 I should work. So watch what happens. Can we guess? Can you guess a number that you would square and multiply by 4 and add 9 and get 0 in the real number system? Well, why can't you, in the real number system, square something? That's the key part. Squaring it makes it positive. Multiplying by 4 makes it more positive. And adding 9 only makes it even more positive. Will you ever get 0? No. But what if you take 3/2 I and square it and multiply by 4 and add 9? Let's try it. To square 3/2 I, you square 3/2, 9/4, and you square I. I squared. I squared is -1. What's -1 times all this stuff guaranteed to be a negative number, okay? So I squared basically turns this whole part negative. What's 4 times 9 over 4? 4 times 9 over 4 is 9. Negative 9 plus 9, 0. That's why that's a solution. Nothing would have changed if you put in negative 3 halves I. I'll do it in blue. I'm checking the other solution. What if we would have put in negative 3 halves I? Well, when you square negative 3 halves, positive 9/4. I squared is I squared. It turns the problem, this part of the problem, negative. 4 times 9/4 is still 9. Negative 9 plus 9 is still 0. So to get those solutions, you have to go to that imaginary number system. Okay? So that's enough for 4B and E. I'll do D in a separate video.